Recording. Good evening. Good evening to all of you, and welcome to IKS Monthly Story Box 2026. We are super excited that in this new year we are starting with this fabulous group of storytellers who are bringing some amazing stories. And at the Indian Kamishibai Association, we keep wondering, planning, and working on how we can make things better, what different things we can do. So monthly story box came along, and then we started it last year, but it's slightly in a different format from 2026. We will have the storytelling as a free event open for all storytellers, and also the videos will be uploaded on the IK's YouTube channel. So, at the end of the session, constructive feedback is always welcome. We finish all the storytellers, and if there is time, if you have some interesting feedback for all of us, we are always open to feedback, to learn, to improve. Yes, feedback and ideas are also welcome for IK. With that note, I'll pass it on to Seema Karant. A
Yes.
monthly story box was her brainchild. So over to you, Seema.
Yes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first monthly story box of the year 2026. And 2025 was a very, what do you say? A thoughtful beginning where we were not very hurried. We took our time. We did for a few months. We took a break. We kind of experimented with it. And from based on that learnings, just as Ramya said, we have decided that we'll do it this year, and we've also opened it up for everyone. And I'm so glad to see so many people on this first edition of the monthly story box. This month we have four tellers. So the next 1 hour or so is going to be a wonderful panorama of different kind of stories brought to you in the Kamishibai style. The whole idea of this program itself is to give a platform for tellers to experiment, to come up and present stories in the Kamishibai style, and of course take feedback at the end of it. So, without further ado, our first teller for the evening is Meghana. Meghna runs a joyful after school learning center in Moti Nagar, New Delhi, as an early childhood educator and English phonics specialist. She's a storyteller who loves to weave stories into language development and is exploring their impact on socio emotional learning, mental health, happiness, and related research for children aged 3 to 10 years. A believer in lifelong learning, she's drawn to diverse storytelling forms. Her recent crush, being Kamishibai, is turning into love. What a beautiful way to begin. As such, she is quite eager to share a story today with all of us. And over to Meghna. I'll just spotlight. Yes, Meghna.
Thank you so much, Seema. And I welcome you all to this lovely evening. And looking at all your smiling faces, looking at me, I feel so glad that we are in this IKA platform. And I have a very heartwarming story for all of you. A story that has stayed with me ever since I heard it. And I believe that today it is meant to reach you all through me. But before I begin this story, I have a question to ask you. Is that okay? Are
Yes,
you
go ahead.
ready?
Yes.
Have you ever wondered what is the difference between sympathy and empathy? Well, if you have, then you know what's more powerful, right? But have you ever wondered if there could be something even more powerful than empathy that could make us act from the heart? Hi everyone, I'm Meghna and I'm bringing to you the story, a Japanese story of the Grateful Crane. Mukashi Mukashi Aru Tokoro ni alone. That was quite long. A long time ago, when magic was real, there lived a young man named Yuki. Yuki's friends were the trees. His home was the forest. He was one with the nature. The little blue bird called out to Yuki. The trees swayed when they looked at him, and he swayed along with them. Yuki didn't have many coins in his hand, but his true richness lay in his heart, which was full of kindness. And so one day, as he was walking through the forest, he was so lost in his thoughts, singing to himself, Alleluia, 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 Alleluia. He was so lost that he couldn't even hear the crunch and the catch of the yellow leaves beneath his feet. But then, suddenly, he heard a sound that he had never heard before. Yuki looked here and there. Where was the sound coming from? It was a cry for help. With his heart sinking, Yuki looked around, and then he saw a beautiful pink crane trapped in a net put by hunters, with no space for its wings to spread, fluttering for freedom. His heart sinking, the kind soul that he was, Yuki rescued the crane and freed it into the skies. Without expecting anything in return, with a gentle smile, he went back home. Later that night, he heard a knock. Tuck, 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 tuck. Half asleep, Yuki woke up. The door, he was quite surprised. There was a beautiful lady waiting outside in a pink dress. Yuki looked at the stars and thought to himself, it's quite late. What could this woman be doing at this time? And then the woman spoke. Uh, can I stay the night at your house? Please? Perhaps just one night? Of course, of course. The house is open for you. Once inside, it didn't take much time for the woman to realize that Yuki did not have much financial comfort. And so she suggested, Yuki, can I weave some cloth for you? Beautiful cloth that you can go to the market, sell it, and get a lot of money. Sounds like a wonderful idea. But there's one condition. You must not see me work. I'll keep that in mind. And so the lady began to work. And Yuki, all that he could hear from the other side of the house was the woman's needle and a song. I have a dream, a cloth to weave. I have a dream, a cloth to weave. And sure enough, by the next day, Yuki was stunned to see the most beautiful cloth that he had ever seen in the world. His eyes popped out and he looked in awe with his wide opened mouth. The silken threads, the vibrant colors, the motifs were so traditional. It looked like a rainbow waterfall cascading down the river. The stole was real. And so Yuki thought to himself that he would go to the market, sell it, and earn money out of it. But as the days went by, it was not just the money that grew. What grew was his curiosity. So he thought, and he thought, and he thought. Till one day, he couldn't hold his curiosity any longer. And he decided to peep through the hole. And then what did he see? The lady! But what happened? Poof! The lady transformed into the crane. And then within few minutes, the crane too had gone. Yuki looked up at the sky and was surprised to hear the crane speak. Yuki, it was me, the crane that you saved. I wanted to repay that kindness, but now my secret is out and I have to go. I am the crane who was trapped in pain. I am the crane, you freed my pain. Your kindness won, but the magic's undone. That is the end of the story. Oshimane.
Yes. Thank you so much, Meghna. That was a wonderful presentation, a wonderful beginning, rather, I would say, to the monthly story box 2026. And we are so happy that you chose this story, which is very special to IKA. For the benefit of others, I think Ramya is here. She'll tell you. Now, this was Ramya, where are you? Where are
Here I
you?
am. Here.
Okay, spotlight yourself.
Oh,
Spotlight yourself. Yes.
okay. Add spotlight. Okay, superb. Loved it, Meghana. Such a beautiful story. Many of you are here who attended our advanced Kamishibai workshop, and this was the cards that we thought. So, February 21st, we may be having another advanced workshop. By the end of this monthly story box, I will announce that date. So, thank you so much, Meghana. It was amazing. Loved it. Maybe at the end, we'll hear feedback.
Yes.
We move on to the next storyteller. Yes, Meghana.
I'd like to just take a few seconds to thank people who contributed to this.
Yes.
So first of all, to you and to Seema, thank you so much for this opportunity. And my parents who are there who are watching me. And to all my mentors who've contributed to my growth as a storyteller, especially for this one, Priyanka, she's there. She's worked with me very closely to bring this story to life. So thank you, Pri. Thank you to IKA for this beautiful opportunity.
Yeah. 1 second.
Meghana, I just also would like to appreciate the way you presented the story. I really liked it, and it has given me multiple ideas. So I can also apply such ideas in my storytelling sessions by CBSE. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very nice. Lovely. With all the music and singing and props that you
Everything.
used. Beautiful. Loved it.
Yes. Just 1 minute.
Thank you, Meghana. I think the next storyteller is Rajashree. Drum roll.
Yeah. Rajashree, I'll just spotlight. Yes. Before, okay, here's a little bit about Rajashree as well. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So Rajashree Suraj is a professional storyteller and preschool educator who loves bringing stories alive for young children. She uses visual elements, music, and movement to create engaging, interactive storytelling experiences that spark imagination, joy, and a love for stories. So over to Rajashree Suraj.
So, thank you, Seema ma'am. Thank you, Ramya ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. I feel extremely blessed to be part of this wonderful group. And this is the first time I'm attempting a Kamishibai storytelling. So, I'm very excited about it. So, let me begin my story. So, all of you are welcome for a beautiful Kamishibai storytelling. I am sure you're awaiting a beautiful story. So let's quickly get into this adventure. So here we go. As we move about, who do you think you see? I see a bamboo woodcutter, a woodcutter who is there in the bamboo field. And what do you think he does for a living? He has a huge axe in his hand and he cuts bamboo stalk and he makes beautiful items out of the bamboo to earn a livelihood. But, he is very poor and he has no children. And one fine day, as he was cutting the wood in the forest, the bamboo stalk in the forest, he saw something magical, something shiny. Let's see what that could be. Well. As he went closer and closer and closer towards the light, and he cut the bamboo stalk, there appeared a beautiful little baby girl. And as soon as he saw the baby girl, he was awestruck. He said, "She looks just like the moon, as radiant as the moon." And he decided to take her home. Now, let's see what the baby brings to the lives of the old couple. So, when the baby was brought into the house, can you see? The old man and his wife were joyful. They were right on top of the world. They said, "Looks like this baby is so beautiful. She's just radiant like the moon." And they decided to name her as Kagué Haim. Kagué Haim. And Kagué Haim in Japanese refers to the moon princess or the radiant princess. And they took very good care of the little girl. And this little girl did not just bring joy into their family, but also brought a lot of prosperity. So let's find out how she got about a lot of prosperity. So every time the bamboo woodcutter went into the jungle to cut some bamboo, what do you think came about? Lo behold, there we see a lot of golden coins. And each time the bamboo woodcutter would cut the wood, he would find so many golden coins. And soon he was the richest man in the village. So the little girl, the bamboo princess, the radiant Kaguye Haim, had brought a lot of joy and prosperity into the lives of the bamboo woodcutter and his wife. Now let's see, as the years went by, how do you think the little girl looked? Now she had transformed into a beautiful girl, a beautiful young woman, and she looked radiant, just like the moon. And she was not just good looking, but she was also very kind and very well read. And she took great care of her parents, and her parents were very happy with her. But, the news of her beauty spread far and wide, and people from different provinces came to get a small glimpse of this beautiful bamboo princess. So, as you see, we are looking at the bamboo princess house. Oh, wow! And there we see so many of them waiting to catch a glimpse of the beautiful princess. And they wouldn't just want to get a glimpse of her, but many of them were interested to be her husband or to marry her. But, do you think our bamboo princess was ready to be married? Let's find out. So every time somebody approached her for her hand in marriage, she would say no. But there were not just one, but five men who were very persistent. They were very persistent and they really wanted to get married to her. So every time they would wait right outside her house for her hand in marriage. And they would also try to convince her father. And her father would say, "My bamboo princess does not belong to the earth. She rather belongs to the moon. And I don't think she would be interested to get married." But, the five men did not lose hope. They stayed persistent. Now, our bamboo princess or our moon princess said, "Looks like I have to, give in to their demands." So she said, "I have a condition. I would get married to one of you, but I'm going to ask you to perform a task." So each of the five men were given some special task to be performed. So, are you all excited to know what these tasks could be? Yes, of course. So let's see what was the first task that was given to the first knight. So these men were knights. And the first task that was given to the first knight was, let's find out. So our beautiful bamboo princess said to the first knight, "I want you to go to India and get me the beautiful stone bowl which belonged to Lord Buddha." Now. The first knight seemed to be a little lazy. He said, "India, that looks like, the journey is going to be so long. It would take me 3 years to reach there." So he decided to go to a nearby temple, and he found a rather dusty looking bowl, and he said, "Let me just wrap it and I would present it to the beautiful bamboo princess." So he decided to bring the stone bowl to the princess. But, do you think the princess wouldn't be able to recognize the bowl of the Buddha? Oh, well, no. Our princess is a smart one. She said, "Oh, knight, this is not the bowl that belonged to the Buddha. I'm sure you've taken it from somebody somewhere else." So the knight was very ashamed. He had been extremely dishonest. So he left the place in a jiffy. Now, let's see what was the task given to the second knight. So, the second knight was asked to go to the mountain, to the mountain, and he was supposed to climb the summit or the top of the mountain and get a beautiful golden branch which bore beautiful fruits. So he was asked to go and he was asked to climb this mountain, which was very close to the East Sea, and he was supposed to procure this beautiful branch. But do you think our second knight would be able to do this? He decided to give it a try. He took his ship and decided to sail without knowing where is the correct direction. But after a few days, very secretly, he returned and he decided to outsource this job to some jewelers. So, very happily, he bought the beautiful magical branch and he presented to our princess. And our bamboo princess almost fell into the trap. She thought that this could be the real one. But, as you see in the picture, there were many of the jewelers who had come by and they were asking the knight to pay the full price for the fake branch that they had made. Now his lie was caught, and he was feeling very ashamed about it. He hung his head in shame and he left the place. Now it was the turn of the third knight. The third knight said, "Oh, I also have a special task to do." And what do you think it was? It was that the princess had asked him to get the fur of the white volcano rat from China. Now the prince, or rather the knight, thought, "Oh, I have to travel to China all the way. Let me just ask my friend who lives in China to get the fur of the white volcano rat." And he paid some money to his friend and he said, "Can you please get me that fur?" And soon the friend decided to procure the fur and he gave it to the and he gave it to the third knight. And the third knight very happily decided to bring the fur to our bamboo princess. But our bamboo princess was very sharp enough. She said, "Looks like you bought the fur, but I need to know whether it is the real thing. So I am going to put it into the fire, and if it gets reduced to ashes, you have been extremely dishonest with me." So she throws the fire right into the fire, and what do you think happens? Oh, everything has burned to ashes. And now they knew that this was something which was a fuss. And our third knight had also been extremely dishonest, and his friend had also cheated him. Now it was the turn of the fourth knight. The fourth knight was given the arduous task of going and locating the sea dragon. Now the sea dragon had a special kind of like a shiny jewel, a gemstone around the neck, and the princess had ordered for him to bring that. So he decided to set sail with his captain towards the sea to find the dragon. But, what do you think happened? There was a storm, and the ship tumbled, and our knight was able to save his life, and he escaped, and he decided to just give up on defeat, and he did not go approach the princess again. And now it was the turn of the fifth knight. The fifth knight was given the task of getting the shell from a little swallow's stomach. A swallow is a tiny little bird. So a swallow's nest was something that one could find easily anywhere. So he found a swallow's nest just under the emperor's roof. And he decided to climb up with the help of a rope to find the shell from the shallow's stomach. But, can you see? The foolish knight, he just fell and he thought he had grabbed the, what do you think he had grabbed? He had grabbed the shell from the swallow's stomach. But oh my God, it turned out to be the droppings of the swallow. And he said, "Oh, looks like I have nothing to do, and I should, give up on this feat." And all of the five suitors disappeared as they were unable to fulfill the wishes of our bamboo princess. Now, the bamboo princess, after all the chaos, she was just sitting and she was looking at the moon. And how do you think she looked? She seemed to be very, very sad, and she had a very forlorn expression. And by just looking at the moon, one could feel that her heart was feeling very sad, very heavy. And her father and mother had noticed that the princess was getting extremely sad as the day progressed, as the days went by. So they decided to go and ask the princess, "Oh, dear princess, what is the problem? Why do you look so upset?" So the princess said, "Oh, father, you were absolutely right. I do not belong to the earth. I belong to the moon, and it is time for me to get back. In another few days, when the moon is going to shine bright, I have to return." And the father, hearing this, was extremely upset. He said, "No, no, no, my dear daughter, I cannot let you go. I am going to go seek help from the emperor, from the king of the land." So he decided to go and seek help from the emperor or the king of the land. And he said, "Oh, dear emperor, oh, dear king, please ensure that my daughter is not taken away by the moon." So, what do you think our emperor did? He decided to assign 2,000 soldiers to help the princess not to get away. And of this, the 1,000 soldiers were stationed on the roof of the house, while another 1,000 were, they were waiting right at the entrance of the house. Now, do you think these skillful archers could actually help the prince or could actually help the princess? Let's wait and watch. So, as the day came by, the door was shut and all the archers were ready. But, something descended from the moon. The clouds disappeared, and there came about a flying chariot with a load of angels. And our our skilled soldiers were waiting to march towards them, but they all froze. They couldn't move their arms at all. And the golden chariot came closer and closer and closer to the moon princess, to Kaguya Hime, and they wanted to take her along with them. And soon, what do you think happened? Soon, our princess was about to be taken away, and she went back to the moon, and she waved goodbye to her father, and she said, "Father, each time you look at the moon, please think about me." And she gifted her special robe to her father and said, "I would always think of you." And from then on, the moon princess neither belonged to the earth, and she had been a beautiful daughter, a very loving daughter to her parents, but now it was time for her to get back to the moon. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and thank you very, very much. Thank you to the Japan Society for the digital resources. And also, I would like to thank Indian Kamishibai Association, Ramya ma'am and Seema ma'am for this very exciting platform to perform. So thank you, ma'am.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rajashree. This has been a very favorite story for me. When I came across the story, I do have the set and I very passionately tell this story. So you told it so beautifully, and I loved your, very calm, composed pace that you brought into the storytelling. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
This
ma'am.
also happens to be the Mount Fuji.
Yes,
There's a belief
yes,
that
ma'am.
it's
Yes,
still
ma'am.
burning on top of Mount
Yeah,
Fuji.
they're given a magic potion to the
Yeah,
people.
thank you so much. Loved it. Beautiful. So at
Thank
the
you.
end
So we
of all the
had,
stories, we can listen
yes,
to few.
Ramya, we had two stories from Japan. Yes, two stories from Japan, but, like Rajashree said, we have two more still on the way, and they are from our very own India.
India.
Yes. So our next tell us, yes, Ramya, you were saying something. Please.
No, no, all I said was we will listen to feedback at the end
Yes,
of all the
yes.
stories. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, our next performer for the day is Sunil Kumar Verma, government primary teacher in Punjab since 2006, a theatre artist since 2003, story writer, storyteller with different methods, and he calls himself a student of IKA. I think we are all students of IKA in one way or the other, Sunil ji. So, over to you. Yes.
गुड इवनिंग सभी आई के ए के फैंस को। और इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर हम सबको इकट्ठा करने वाली सीमा दीदी, रम्या दीदी और उनकी पूरी टीम, हम आपके बहुत बहुत थैंक्स करते हैं। एंड थैंक्स, ये मेरा फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस है कमिशीबाई का इतने बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर। और आई वांट कि ये इस मेथड के थ्रू मैं अपने स्कूल के अंदर और अपने जितने भी स्टोरीज हैं उनको मैं बच्चों तक लेकर जाना चाहता हूँ कमिशीबाई के थ्रू। और इसके लिए अगेन मैं थैंक करता हूँ आई के ए, इंडियन कमिशीबाई एसोसिएशन। आओ लेकर चलता हूँ। और कहानी से पहले आप सभी को हैप्पी बसंत पंचमी। बहुत अच्छा दिन, माता सरस्वती की पूजा का दिन। और माता सरस्वती वैसे भी कला की देवी हैं, और आज के दिन इस इवेंट का होना बहुत बड़ी बात है। और चलिए स्टोरी की तरफ चलते हैं। ये हमारी कहानी के सूत्रधार है, नरेटर। सुनो कहानी, सुनो कहानी, सुनो कहानी, सुनो कहानी। अरे भाई, कौन सी कहानी सुनाओगे आज? सुनो कहानी, सुनो कहानी, सुनो कहानी, सुनो कहानी। एक बार एक राजा था। राजा धीरे धीरे वो उम्र दराज हो रहा था, बूढ़ा हो रहा था। और उसको एक चिंता हो रही थी कि मेरे बाद मेरे इस राज्य को कौन संभालेगा। हु विल रूल द किंगडम लाइक मी। तो उसने अपने तीनों बेटों को, उसके तीन बेटे थे, उसने अपने तीनों बेटों को अपने पास बुलाया और बताया कि मैं अब बूढ़ा हो रहा हूं। मेरे बाद तुम सब में से किसी एक ने राजा बनना है और हमारी प्रजा का ख्याल रखना है। मैं चाहता हूं कि इस प्रजा को मैं कोई ऐसा राजा दूं जो बुद्धिमान भी हो और बहादुर भी हो। राजा के तीनों बेटे बहुत ही वाइज, इंटेलिजेंट और विजडम से भरपूर थे, ब्रेव थे। तो राजा के लिए ये बहुत मुश्किल था, लाइक इम्पॉसिबल, कि वो तीनों बेटों में से किसका चुनाव करे, किसे अपनी प्रजा के लिए राजा चुने और किसे राजगद्दी का वारिस बने। तो उसके दिमाग में एक प्लान आया। उसने अपने तीनों बेटों को एक एक सोने का सिक्का दिया और सबको बोला कि एक एक सोने का सिक्का तुम्हें मैं दे रहा हूं। इस सोने के सिक्के से कोई ऐसी चीज लेकर आओ कि एक बड़ा कमरा भर जाए। यू हैव टू फिल अ बिग रूम विद द मटेरियल यू परचेज विद द कॉइन। तीनों बेटों ने इन कॉइन्स को लिया और अलग अलग दिशाओं की तरफ चल पड़े। एक बेटा नॉर्थ, एक बेटा ईस्ट, एक बेटा वेस्ट। तीनों अपनी अपनी जगह गए, उनको जो अच्छा लगा खरीदा और काफी दिमाग लगाया उन्होंने कि हम कौन सी ऐसी चीज खरीदे जिससे हम एक बड़े कमरे को भर दें। तो सबसे पहले जो बेटा वो पहुंचा सब्जी मंडी। उसने वहां से उस गोल्ड कॉइन के खरीदे, क्या खरीदे? अंगूर, ग्रेप्स। और उसने उन अंगूरों को लाकर अपने भाइयों की मदद से राजा के सामने पेश किया और अंगूरों को कमरे के अंदर भर दिया। लेकिन लेकिन हुआ क्या कि उन अंगूरों से कमरा नहीं भर पाया। कमरे का काफी बड़ा हिस्सा खाली ही रहा। और इसके बाद में राजा ने कहा, नहीं बेटा, तुम ये काम पूरा नहीं कर पाए। उसने दूसरे बेटे को बोला कि लाओ, तुम क्या लाए हो? वो बेटा भी बाजार गया, खूब घूमा और लेकर आया कॉटन, रुई। उसने सोचा कि ये बादल के जैसी रुई बहुत हल्की है, मैं इससे तो सारा कमरा भर दूं। पर जब वो राजा के सामने उस रुई को लेकर आया, जितना भी उसने खरीदा था वो भी कमरे को नहीं भर पाया। उसने कमरे के अंदर जितनी भी रुई लाया था वो सारी रुई डाल दी, लेकिन कमरा अभी भी खाली था। कमरा अभी भी खाली था। राजा निराश हो गया कि मेरे दो बेटे उस सोने के सिक्के का सही इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पाए, अपनी बुद्धि का पूरा इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पाए। तो राजा चिंता में, मैं तो हो गया बड़ा निराश, मैं तो हो गया बड़ा निराश। पूरी कौन करेगा आस, पूरी कौन करेगा का आस। लगता कब बजेगा बाजा, बज नहीं पाएगा खुशियों का बाजा। चुन ना पाऊंगा असली राजा, चुन ना पाऊंगा असली राजा, चुन ना पाऊंगा असली। फिर उसने अपने तीसरे बेटे को बुलाया। उसने बोला कि बेटा तुम क्या लाए हो? तीसरे बेटे ने कहा कि महाराज, मेरी एक शर्त है कि जो चीज मैं लेकर आया हूं उसको लाने से पहले इस कमरे में पूरा अंधेरा कर दीजिए। राजा ने राजा ने अपने सेवकों से कहा कि कमरे के अंदर पूरा अंधेरा कर दो। तो कमरे के अंदर पूरा अंधेरा हो गया, पूरा। और फिर राजा के तीसरे बेटे ने सिक्के से लाई हुई चीज से कमरे को भरा या नहीं, आओ देखते हैं। उसने कमरे में दिया जगाया, दिया जगाकर अंधेरे को मिटाया और महाराज से कहा कि महाराज, आपने जो सोने का सिक्का दिया उससे मैंने दिए खरीदे हैं, और मैं वादा करता हूं कि आपके उस दिए गए कार्य को मैं पूरा करूंगा, और मैं उस पूरे कमरे को, अंधेरे कमरे को, दियों की रोशनी से भर दूंगा। और ऐसा ही हुआ। उसने दिए की रोशनी से पूरे कमरे को जगमगा दिया, भर दिया, और अपना दिया गया काम पूरा कर दिया। अपनी दिमाग से, अपने दिमाग से, अपनी बुद्धि से उसने उस कठिन कार्य को संभव कर दिया। और राजा बहुत खुश हुआ। राजा बहुत खुश हुआ और गाने लगा, अरे पूरी हो गई मेरी आस, पूरी हो गई मेरी आस, अब तो मैं नहीं निराश, अब तो मैं नहीं निराश, बजेगा अब तो खुशियों का बाजा, बजेगा अब तो खुशियों का बाजा, मेरा बेटा बनेगा राजा, मेरा बेटा बनेगा राजा, बनेगा राजा, बनेगा राजा। और फिर शुभ मुहूर्त निकालकर राजा ने अपने तीसरे बेटे को राजगद्दी का वारिस चुना और उसके सिर पर ताज पहनाया और उसे राजा बना दिया। और वो बेटा जब राजा बना, सिंहासन पर बैठा, और प्रजा को उसने एक वादा किया कि मैं मेरे पिताजी की तरह ही आप सबकी सेवा करूंगा, मैं आपका दास, आपका सेवक बनकर रहूंगा, आपका राजा बनकर नहीं। मैं आपके हर दुख, आपके हर सुख, उसमें आपका साथी होऊंगा, और मेरी प्रजा कभी भी भूखी ना सोए, ये मेरा वादा है। और मैं कहता हूं कि आप सभी के घर हमेशा खुशियों से भरे रहेंगे। इदु नन्ना मातु, नन्ना माते, नन्ना शासना।
Thank you, Sunil
Oh,
ji.
loved
Thank you.
it.
Oh,
Beautiful.
we don't know that much Kannada, huh?
Loved it. Very beautifully told, Sunil ji. And you were saying you were still the student, you're still learning, but what a beautiful,
Master.
yeah. Sunil ji got an artist to do this artwork for him, so he kind of worked with a teacher who got the artwork, and we loved the way you used the props and brought so many things to life, the grapes and the cotton, the light, everything. So beautiful, Sunil
Yes,
ji, we
the
loved it.
songs, the narrator, and the voice modulation when you were talking about the king. I think the theater artist in you, jag gaya. It was beautiful, very nice. Such a beautiful story, narrated so well, and I think I was just looking at all the audience as I was seeing this. Uh, Everyone had a smile on throughout. So thank you, Sunil ji. Thank you so much.
मैं
So
ये बोलना चाहूंगा कि ये स्टोरी परफॉर्म करने के लिए फैमिली बहुत सपोर्टिव रही है मेरी, बिकॉज उनकी सपोर्ट के बिना नहीं परफॉर्म कर सकते थे। और एक साथी हैं जिन्होंने शायद मीटिंग ज्वाइन भी करी है, नवीन धिंगड़ा जी, और स्पेशल रिक्वेस्ट पर उन्होंने मीटिंग अटेंड करी है आज। स्टार्टिंग में मैंने देखा था वो थे। अगर वो हैं तो मैं उनको इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे थैंक्स कहना चाहूंगा कि उनकी इन पेंटिंग्स, उनकी रंगों की इस खूबसूरती के बिना मैं परफॉर्म नहीं कर सकता था। एंड उनका हौसला था, मैंने किया। और रम्या दीदी, सीमा दीदी, आप पूरी टीम आपकी बहुत सपोर्टिव है, हमेशा सपोर्ट में रहते हैं। और रम्या दीदी ने कहा आप परफॉर्म क्यों नहीं कर रहे, तो उन्होंने कहा और मैं कहा यस, करना चाहिए।
Thank you.
thank
अगर
you.
नवीन जी है तो you can come on camera. We
यस
can
मैम,
add you on
यह
I think
नवीन
I
सर
spotlight.
can
का
see.
आया है
I see
मैसेज।
Naveen Kumar, but unless you
Kumar.
are on camera, we can't spotlight you. Add to spotlight.
नवीन सर प्लीज।
Is he here?
Yeah, yeah, I see, I see, I see. Is that the person?
Evening,
यस
everyone.
नवीन सर। मैम
Namaste.
मैं
Namaste, ma'am. A really very great presentation, Mr. Sunil, and all other members. Completely मैंने सभी का presentation देखा है. It was really very nice, and I am happy to join your meeting. And I wish कि in future I also take part your storyteller program.
Yes, sir,
Sure.
definitely. You should teach us how to do
Definitely.
art. हमको आप सिखाइए. Thank you
हाँ
so
बिल्कुल
much.
बिल्कुल.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. So we
Thank
have one more wonderful teller waiting. And so I'm going to put her on spotlight. Before I begin, okay, a small introduction. Shyla Kurma is a seasoned communication coach and a storyteller who leverages the power of storytelling and theater to help individuals speak with clarity, confidence, and impact. With 37 years of experience in education, she designs immersive training that blends narrative art and practical communication skills. An avid traveler, Shaila has gathered a rich collection of folk tales from diverse cultures, weaving them into engaging workshops to enhance interpersonal connection. Over to Shaila Ji.
Thank you, Seema, for this lovely introduction. And good evening to everybody. And before I start, I know there are a few of my friends and others who may not know much about Kamishibai. So let me just give two lines about what Kamishibai is. So Kamishibai is a Japanese storytelling, and Kami means paper, Shibai means drama, so it's paper drama. And I don't want to go into the details about how it started, but it was really old when we did not have technology, no cinema, no TV, no OTT. So, and I think it was so wonderful those days to listen to a Kamishibai teller. So today, I would like to start my story without much ado. I'm sorry. 1 second. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So, to begin with, I would like to thank the Indian Kamishibai Association, IKA, and I'm glad I'm part of it, Ramya and Seema, because this is an art which really has taken me really a long way from my storytelling. And I think this year, this is my first online Kamishibai telling, and it is a little nerve wracking because I'm not very comfortable with online. But whatever it is, let me start because I'm the last and I don't want people to leave. Okay, so just bear with me, and I am going to be telling a story which is mainly for children, but let me bring out the children, the child in all of you, and I'm sure you would. So, this is a story written by Mr. Ramendra Kumar, who is very well known for writing a lot of books for children. And the artwork is by Mr. Srimati. And the book is published by the NBT. So, this is a story of a cute little droplet of water. And her name was Boond. You can see how happy she was. She was always a very happy child, and her home was way up in the sky. And she was every day, she would look down to the earth. And what do you think she would see there? She would see a lot of big trees, flowers, rivers, and a lot of animals, birds. And she said, what am I doing up here? There's nothing up in the sky. I want to go down there. Let me see. I'm going to take permission from my grandfather. So little Boond goes to her grandfather. And grandfather, and then she tells the grandfather, Grandpa Meg, yes, my dear, what do you want? So Greg says, I want to go down to Earth, Grandpa Meg. Grandpa's grandfather's name was Meg. Says, I want to go down to Earth. Will you please give me permission to go? Mhm. No, you're too small. You're not ready to go travel down to the Earth. Please, Grandpa, please, just once I need to go down to the Earth. I see such beautiful things from up here, but I want to be there. Well, Grandpa Meg decided that he's going to give him permission. He says, yes, I will let you go. Only if you agree that you go with your sister. Sorry, you go with your sister, Shabnam. Oh, no problem. I would love to travel with Shabnam. Says, well, then you all both can go. And then you can see Shabnam, his sister, and little Boone. They jump onto a waterfall high up in the mountains. And you can see they're enjoying themselves down the waterfall, and they're coming down to the earth. And he's so happy. Oh, he's going to reach to see all those beautiful things in nature, right? And then where do you think they come? The waterfall comes down to a forest. And that is what he was watching from up in the sky. And there he sees those big trees reaching up to the sky, and elephants and deer, and he can see even little birds up in the sky. You can see the birds here, right? And he is so happy. Both he and Shabnam's up, they are both so thrilled that they see all these beautiful things, right there, instead of looking at them from the sky. And then slowly the river or the fall comes down to the plains. And do you think it is a beautiful sight down the plains? What do you see there? You see the water's no more blue. And you can see a lady. She's washing her clothes. Ooh. And she's washing her clothes in that river. And there's another lady, she's got a whole lot of her vessels. She's scrubbing her vessels. And there are buffaloes, cows, all of them near the river getting bathed, and there are children there. And then Boone says, oh my God, look at that smell. It is so bad. I can't bear this. And then they see factories letting out some dirty water into the river. And the river is getting blacker and blacker. And then he tells us, Shabnam, I can't breathe, Shabnam. I can't breathe. Let's get out. So Shabnam says, I have the same problem. Listen to me. The next place that we're going to do, when I say jump, you have to jump, dear Booth. He says, okay, anything but to get out from here. And then they come and he sees a big rock and Shabnam says, jump. And then they both jump onto this rock. You find the two water droplets on the rock. And what do you think there is? The sun shining brightly down on them. And when the sun shines brightly, what do you think happens to the water droplets?
Right.
They become into vapor. And then they start rising back to the sky. So both Shabnam and Booth, they go up to the sky as vapor. And then when they reach the sky, grandfather Meg hugs them. He hugs the vapors and they become water droplets again. And then he says, well, what about your trip? Please, Grandpa Meg, you have to do something. The people down there on the plains, they have dirtied the water. The river has become black. You have to do something, Grandpa. Otherwise, we are going to be doomed by the time we go down to the earth. Let me see what I will do about that. Yes, I can see where the river is really dirty. So Grandpa then addresses the people down on the plains. And he says, listen, all of you. If you don't change your ways, you're going to pay for your sins. What can you do up in the sky? And they continue being in their own ways, old ways. So then Grandpa Meg, what does he do? Oh, sorry. Then Grandpa Meg says, well, I'm going to teach them a lesson. He calls his whole family all together, and he says, listen, he calls all the other crowds and he says, don't let down rain to this place. They need to learn a lesson. They're really destroying the water. So let us teach them a lesson. Then there's drought all over that place, the plains. There's no rain. The river dries up. The ponds dry up. Even the wells dry up. Now the animals, people, they are choked, they are thirsty, but there's no water. And some of them even die. Then the people say, no, we are sorry. We are very sorry. Please pardon us. We will not do this anymore. Please give us rain. Please send us rain. We have learned our lesson. And then grandfather maybe tells, well, I hope you've really learned your lesson. Now what you do is clean up your act. He sends out pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. A lot of rain. You can see the black clouds all coming down as rain. And the people are so happy. They thank Grandpa Meg, and we say, we thank you so much. We are so grateful. And you can see they're all dancing, like Lagan. It's dancing away with the rain. And they're so happy. And then onward. And when they look at the river, beautiful blue, clean water. The ponds are even cleaner. The wells have such clean water. And then they realize what they had done. And they decided all the factories should move out from there and made sure every single factory was removed from by the riverside. And then everybody was happy. Everybody. And who do you think was the happiest? Yes, you're right. It was Boone. He was the happiest of the lot because he could see clean water even in the plains, and he was going to grow bigger and come down as rain from the clouds. And that's my story, and I hope all of you awaken the child in you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you, Shyla. And,
Superb. Thank you so much.
And they lived happily ever after. And who was not, everyone was happy. And we couldn't be happier because we just happened to notice that Ramendra
Mr.
Kumar
Ramendra
ji
Kumar is here.
too.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramendra Kumar, for this
And
beautiful story. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed it. And I need to tell you, when I did it with children at a children's library, oh my God. And so soon the children could narrate every card as I showed them afterwards. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
So I got the info rather late from Ramya. I was on a walk. I rushed back,
Okay.
beat Usain Bolt in speed just to watch you narrate. And what a fantastic narration. I
Thank you. Thank you.
loved
Coming
it.
from you.
There is a song by Shami Kapoor, तुमने पुकारा और हम चले
हम
आए
चले आए.
यहाँ
Oh,
हथेली कर ले आए रे. So I literally got my Jaan in my hetheli to watch your beautiful, evocative, and so, what should I say, almost musical narration. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, Shaila.
And,
And I can't be prouder, because you can see Boond hanging there,
yeah.
right behind me. Yeah.
I noticed.
Yes,
So,
Compliment
and my
coming from you
association with
means a lot, Mr. Ramendra Kumar.
yes.
It means a lot.
It is such a delight to perform this story. I think most of us have tried to do
Yes,
it. We have
yes,
attempted.
yes.
And I have one more person who's joined
Yes,
us. The
Srimati is
artist
also
who did the
here.
cards, Srimati. It's so nice to have you here. This is a surprise. Ramendra
Thank
ji
you
has
so
did
much.
the cards for us. So, wow.
Please,
The
Srimati, this was
creator,
beautiful.
the artist, the
It's my
teller.
pleasure. Yeah.
What a joy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you so much.
I
I'm
would
very
just like
sorry,
to
Ramendra
add,
ji.
I would like to thank the illustrator for these brilliant illustrations. The story has really come alive, in
Thank you,
ways
sir.
I
Thank
can't
you
even
so much.
imagine.
It's my
Yeah, Absolutely brilliant
It's
illustration.
my pleasure. Just I got a chance to do that, so I'm very
Brilliant
happy.
job, Srimati. Brilliant.
And my association with
Thank you so
Kamishibai,
much.
like I told Ramya, goes back
Hmm.
to 2007 when one of my stories was adapted by International Kamishibai Association of Japan,
Japan, yeah.
Wow.
Etsuko Nozaka. She adapted it, and it's been touring the world since then, translated into a couple of languages, including Spanish. But watching it live and Shyla creating that magic with those beautiful illustrations
Thank
is
you.
something else.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you.
It
Thank you.
was an
So,
absolute pleasure to have you join us, sir. I'm very sorry
I
for
know.
Nay,
informing late, but thank you
not at
so
all.
much
There
for
I durust
joining.
hai, and better late than never.
But almost, a huge group of people in this audience have already started, taking this card and they're telling stories across India. So we
Great.
will shortly compile all of that and share it with you. And so it's been amazing. It's such a beautiful story. It's simple, but there's so many things that you can, derive, you can give from that story. So it's such a pleasure to have you join us.
I would just like to add one sentence since everybody is praising the story. Time to preen a little bit. This book has notched up sales of more than 3 lakh copies,
Wow.
translated into 11 or 12 languages,
Wow.
multiple editions. So it really has touched a lot of hearts. And with you guys, adding your chutzpah, adding your talent, and adding your versatility, it's going to go even higher. So thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you
In
so
fact,
Thank
I'd
much,
like
sir.
to thank the Indian Kamishibai Association, Ramya and Seema, for choosing the story to be told for be a Kamishibai champion. And
Yes.
I
Yeah,
think
it's a
that's
beautiful
wonderful because
story.
this is the first time I'm narrating in a Kamishibai and I'm enjoying this story so beautifully. Both the story and the, artwork is just
Yes.
my cup of tea because I love telling stories to children.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The
Thank you,
thing that we
Srimati.
found out, yeah, no, one thing is the
Thank
thing we
you.
found out is younger children get introduced to the whole science behind it, and the older kids, even as that sun, that picture is there, like evaporation, 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 they're jumping, condensation, precipitation. So I had to, it was like that. Just so happy to, gel both worlds, the ones who are learning and this. Thank you, all of you. Real pleasure. Yes, Rabia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we are at 9:09 now. So in case anybody in the audience has any feedback, anything to share, we can take a few minutes to share your feedback for all the tellers. Anybody here wants to say something? The floor is open.
Yeah, once.
May I? May I, Ramya?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, I was so excited and looking forward today. As you can see, my husband, my daughter's father-in-law, we are all watching all of you. We are so excited. And I just wanted to say all the trailers were amazing. And my first Kamishibai, Mr. Ramendra is there. I would like to tell you that was my first story. And when I had visited him in Bangalore, he had presented me this book for my grandchild.
Wow.
So I'm so happy that my first Kamishibai was this story, Wounds. And the other stories from everybody. Thank you so much, Ramya and Seema, for introducing me to this art and simply loving it and would love to learn more. And all the other storytellers, you were awesome. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I was
Just
wondering
loved it.
where is Veena ji? I
Yeah, yeah,
couldn't
I
add
just
it to the
spotlighted
spotlight.
it. I spotlighted it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Thank
Yeah.
you.
wonderful.
Thank you so much, Veena
My
ji. Thank you for
husband,
the entire
my husband.
family.
Yeah, we're all watching. I said, you must see what is Kamishibai. So please, Mr. Ramendra,
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see you. You had presented me this book, and this was my first Kamishibai story.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Srimati, what an awesome artist you are. Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Can I just say something?
Yes, yes. Who wants to talk?
I wanted to just two lines.
Yes.
Because my fellow tellers, I needed to thank them. Each one of the stories was so different. And each one, their style was so good. Meghna, Rajashree, I would get your name right. Rajashree,
Yeah.
and Sunil. Sunil was such a, I mean, I'm not very comfortable generally in Hindi, but I cannot tell you, Sunil, how much I enjoyed the story in Hindi. I don't think it would have been that effective had it been in English. So I would like to thank all three of you, and I think we made a lovely team having different kinds of. Thank you.
I think
Thank you.
Leena wanted
Yeah.
Yeah.
once.
So
Yes, Leena.
we started with 2026 with a bang on. The first session was awesome. Each and everyone had their own kind of style of telling, narrating, your voice modulation, the presentation. So confident. Never felt they were doing for the first time. And सुनील सर क्या ही बोलना, मतलब हिंदी में भी अपने इंग्लिश हिंदी सब करके, और बढ़िया जो आर्ट आपको, मतलब जो आपके जो सर हैं जिन्होंने ये ड्राइंग, ये आर्ट बना के दिया, उनको भी सलाम। बहुत बढ़िया करते रहिए। We are so impressed, each one of you. And I just love, Meghna, the way you started being the first storyteller,
Yeah,
so
with the soul.
confidently, full throw, just, and Rajsri also. I love the cute expression, the facial expression behind the box. So cute. It was an amazing. And the story, each and every story, they were different. The presentation was different, but too good. So it was bang on for 2026, the start of I. Thank you all.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Leena.
Bund to Bund, Ramendra sir, I thought, I was thinking, sir, kahan gaye? And there I saw him. So, sir, I'm waiting for my turn to do the story. So, thank you
Great.
so much. So, loved it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yes. Yes. Anyone else?
Spree it's
May
had
I
raised her hand,
quickly?
so
Yes.
just
What a beautiful evening. I'm so grateful that I'm here today. It's been no less than a gift. I'll go last and first out. So Shyla ji, so expressive, and I think the essence of a true storyteller, to gently wrap the lesson, the life skill, and gift it to the children. So awesome, lovely. And I used to always wonder what sort of stories would Ramendra sir be writing. I've been so naive, I've never known his story style, spoken to him but not seen. And today I know what's the secret. So yes, Ramendra ji, lovely.
Thank
तुमने
you.
पुकारा और हम चले आए.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
सुनील जी, भाई वाह, बहुत बहुत मजा आया, स्वाद आ गया आपका वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन, और जो थ्रो था थिएटर का, आह, राजा तो राजा, एक एक बेटा, कमाल, बहुत मजा आया. अ वेरी क्लेवर यूज ऑफ प्रॉप्स इंडीड, रियली अप्रिशिएट दैट. एंड राजश्री, मुझे सीक्रेट बताओ भाई ये ग्लो का. I mean, is it your telling that's glowing? Is it the room that's glowing? Or is it that brilliant story? Loved it. And the Meghana. I think the music is still humming in my heart. And ooh, I love the weaving. Not in the story, but the weaving of rhyme and rhythm in your story. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, organizers, Ramya, Seema. It's been a delight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you so much. And I love the creative way of giving feedback. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you
Ramya, any
all.
final announcements to
Yeah, we
make?
have a couple of announcements. While Seema is just talking about the next monthly story box, I would just like to share my PPT. 1 second.
Okay.
Seema, you can just talk about the next monthly
Okay,
story
so
box.
now
I'll just
that
share.
we have started off with a bang, we will open up, once again, we'll call storytellers for the February session. Now that you have seen what goes behind it and things like that, so do reach out to us. I'll send a poster calling for storytellers. Normally three, but even four is fine. Tellers, as long as we have tellers to, share stories. The dates, everything will finalize and let you know in a day or two. Okay? So all of you keep your boot eyes open,
One
sharpen
one
your
question,
skills.
one question, one
Yes.
question. जिन्होंने एक बार परफॉर्म कर लिया उनका दोबारा नंबर कब?
Look at this. Oh, you will get your turn. You'll get your turn if nobody is willing to perform. So
नहीं,
there's
सबको
always.
सबको मौका मिलना चाहिए. रियली
Yes.
हम सबको सुनना चाहते हैं, लेकिन हमें भी अब थोड़ा सा ना वो हो गया. यस, हम कर सकते हैं.
Good. So yes, Ramya.
One question.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Actually, I joined very late and I badly missed the session, which I actually was looking forward to. But I just wanted to know whether can we get the recording in the group?
So the idea is, I think we're planning to put these stories on an IK YouTube channel itself. So
Okay.
yes, very soon, once
Yes.
we kind of work with that, you will get the stories will be
No,
available on YouTube.
Yes.
no worries, no worries. Thank you so much, Seema. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank
So
you, Ramya.
I won't take too much of your time. I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, Ramya.
Okay, superb. So we have something very, very interesting coming up on Sunday. It is at 4:30 p.m. in the evening. I know it's a long weekend, but I know it's Sunday evening. But please, wherever you are, don't miss this session. There's a wonderful session by Yoshinori Ogawa. He's a Kamishibai artist. He lives in Japan. We wrote about him in the IK newsletter as well. So please do join. He's going to be there with us. He'll share his experience and his Kamishibai story that he has written. It's called Pokiru's Clock. So yes, it's a free event. The Zoom link will be shared. Please do join us for this, and of course, we will have some time to discuss about upcoming activities as well. So I'll share the details in the group and on our social media. So please note this time. The other thing is the advanced Kamishibai workshop. So it's going to be with Gond art that we are planning to do. It's going to be on Saturday, 21st February between 7 to 9 p.m. And facilitated by Raghavendra, who's going to teach us the Gond art, and I will be doing the Kamishibai part of it with some trick cards and stuff like that. So you're welcome to join. So these are the two things that I wanted to share.
Yes, and that's the story which Meghana performed today. So yes. So there were you must have seen those trick cards of looking behind the window and things like that. So it's an exciting one. Those who have missed out on the first workshop that we did, please see to that you join the second one. You will have your own set of cards by the end of it. And just like how Meghna performed today, you can perform it anywhere you want to. Yes. So with that, we will call it a night. Okay. So all of you give me your sweetest smile so that we can take a screenshot. And whoever can come on camera, please do so.
Once again, thank you, Ramendra sir. Thank you so much. I'm very
My
sorry
pleasure.
for informing you late, but thank you so
Hey,
much for
not at all, not at all. My
coming
pleasure.
in.
Thank you. I
Yes.
should thank you guys.
Thank
You
you.
made my leap year.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Srimati, and thank you all of you for joining in. Yes, we can take a screenshot now.
Thank you, Ramya
So
and
here to
Seema.
more stories.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you
Thank
both
you
a
so much.
lot for giving us this opportunity, in fact, to practice this.
Thank
थैंक यू राम्या दीदी एंड IKA सीमा दीदी, बिकॉज इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे बहुत सारे लीजेंड्स को हम देखने का मौका मिल रहा है हमें.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you,
This was a
everyone.
beautiful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you and bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.